right, where's this Matt guy at? Supposed to know where all the fish are.
What do you know, JT? What's up, buddy?
How are you, man?
Good to see you. Yeah, you too.
Hey, so Mikey Balls, one of my best friends, Mikey Balls says that Matt is the man. Obviously, he's here at GTO, so.
Mikey is full of it. I mean, he's full of it. We got a lot in common.
I've known that for like 15 years. Come
yeah,
on.
I mean, we've got a lot in common. We both have nice hair. We both don't know how to rub sunscreen.
Striking gentleman.
Yeah, I mean, his is a little longer than mine.
Yeah, his is a lot longer.
But
not so much on the sides, though.
He doesn't know how to rub sunscreen in. I just don't use it. So,
I don't think we're going to have to use it today.
No, I don't think we're going to need any.
Like
I don't need it.
But so we're going to be fishing shallow today. Fish are still up shallow. They haven't got way out on those ledges yet. Like, what kind of stuff are we going to be doing?
You know, we're going to be in that 4 to 6 foot range on chatterbaits, jackhammers, things like that. And we've got some.
We're going to do that. I have something. Where's your net bait stuff?
Come with me.
I got something I'm going to want. This. If we're throwing vibe jigs, this guy. It's the new whiptail shad. Absolutely my favorite to put on the back of a vibe jig. Have to pick up a few of those. If we're going to be up there in that 4 to 6 foot of grass, pocket crawl, pack a slim probably, be able to Texas rig that. That's one of the things that here on Guntersville, a lot of the locals, you don't hear about it a lot, but they just put just a Texas rig with a little 3/16, and they put either a pocket crawl or a pocket slim, just, you know, with that little tail in the back, and they throw it out there in that grass, when it's kind of that scattered grass, and they just reel it real slow. Man, they catch a lot of fish up here doing that, and the locals kind of keep that on the down low. So that's something pretty cool. But any of these colors, like water's pretty clear in the grass, so the watermelon red, that Coosa Flare is pretty good. Matt, which colors do you?
Well, while you're talking about that, I don't want you to forget the one thing.
The big bopper.
JD. This is JD. This is the gentleman that handles a lot of our tackle. The big bopper. The big bopper and the mega bopper.
The mega bopper is the one
These
that
two
I
will
like.
get you a lot of bites on Guntersville right now.
Absolutely. Well, I'm going to grab a couple packs of those. What color are you throwing on the mega bopper?
You know, I like the watermelon red or the Okeechobee crawl.
I have Okeechobee crawl in the boat, but I'll probably buy a couple packs of watermelon red. That watercolor here, when you're up in the grass, I'm not talking about out on the main river, because there's so much current right now that I hear out on the main rivers, it's kind of stained up a little bit.
It does. It stains up quick, but Guntersville is just such a huge filter with all the grass.
Right.
So when you get around those grass mats, that water clears up almost instantly. Right. So you don't have to use some of those darker colors unless you just want to. But
right.
This is John Dalton Miller. He handles a lot of our tackle.
How are you, JD? Good to see you, man.
Great to see you.
You're standing by some really cool stuff right there. Those nickel spoons, I have caught. I mean, I've fished up here a lot. Probably for the last 20 years, I've been here probably once a year and a couple times more than that. And I've done a lot of the offshore, which we're not doing today, but I've done a lot of that offshore ledge fishing up here. And man, that thing right there, when it's right,
it's hard to beat.
Oh.
Well, coming from Kentucky like myself, when I moved down here, it was kind of an easy transition. This place fishes smaller than Kentucky Lake does.
It does.
But you still do the same things.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah. Well, you know, it fishes smaller than Kentucky Lake, but it doesn't at the same time because you can go up in the grass and still have the opportunity to catch a lot of and a lot of times a year. You know, you can get up in that grass and still have that. Where once they go out on Kentucky Lake,
you're out.
If you try to do anything else, you're not going to compete.
Right, you're out. You can get away from here.
Yeah, here you can compete in the grass.
12 months out of the year, you can compete out of the grass here. There's some really good ledge holes here that when I say it fishes small, those guys typically find it because of the electronics now. It's gotten so much better.
Right.
And but if you don't want to do that style of thing,
right,
you can come in here and you can get your big boppers and your mega boppers and you can
go out
fish
in that
grass all day
and
long.
just wind it around.
That's it.
That's awesome. There it is. Look at that's my little baby right there. Anybody watches any of my shows, you've seen a lot. That's Old Scummy. That's his proper name. His proper name is a Launch Series Sloppy Toad. That's not what I said. I said this is Old Scummy. That's the best frog in the world. I don't care what anybody says. But check this out. Here's the Zoo Dog. This is something that has caught a ton of fish for me over the last probably year or so. They probably haven't been. How long have you had the Zoo Dogs in the store?
I'm going to say.
Because I had them a little bit before they came out.
Let's say a year and a half.
Okay, then
Maybe,
I've been throwing them probably
longer.
I've been throwing them probably 2 years then. So the Zoo Wake, this is a new deal that just came out. I haven't got to throw it a whole lot yet, but I got a few of them. One of the things about here is a lot of times there's a lot of chopped up grass that's floating around. So sometimes you actually need a bait like this that's completely weedless, and that's the cool thing about the zoo dog or the zoo wake, because it's not necessarily an area where all the grass is growing from the bottom to the top. There's actually a lot of just chopped up. There's so much current and so much grass. A lot of times that current pops that grass up and it floats up to the top, and then you can't bring a treble hook bait through it. You can't throw a normal walking topwater bait with 3 trebles hanging off the back of it. So you get something like the zoo dog, and that is the deal. Well, JD, I appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir.
I know where everything is. I'm gonna grab some stuff and we're gonna go out there and kick it.
We're here for you. Y'all
That's
go
right.
back.